Hi, I am in the middle of a conservation zone in Goa where we are known for its architectural identity over years together. The issues that I am addressing right now is in terms of current building regulations and guidelines that we have in any notified documents. It is very important to understand whether the right kind of vision is there, the right kind of architectural identities are reflected in all those documents or in all those notified circulars that are coming from the government. So across the country, it is very important to relook at or review at all these building regulations and guidelines which are there, whether in terms of how the growth trends are being looked after, or whether architectural identity is preserved in that, or is there scope for architects to conserve and preserve for the future in terms of what we had in terms of architectural past. So across the country, I think forums like this have to see that every conservation zone has to be reviewed in terms of readaptive usages and also in terms of emerging architectural vocabularies which are coming up. Do we restrict ourselves only to just setbacks and zones and FSIs and FAR, or we should go beyond so that the historic past is reflected through our architectural identities? In most of the conservation zones, one of the key issues is the kind of density which is being seen. How do we handle the growth trends in any kind of conservation zones across the country? Whether we have low-rise build forms continue the way it is, because a family of 5 has become family of 100 in today's world. So how do we handle the kind of growth requirements which are there in any kind of heritage zones? So it's very important to understand the kind of policies in terms of either increasing the densities or either relooking at the current ground realities. Architecture conservation and its policies linked to our building regulations is a huge challenge for us in terms of the kind of emerging trends and ground realities that you see in our profession. We as architects have to see that we land up in educating the masses and also sensitizing the policy makers who are associated to conservation and its planning techniques. Is it just the cosmetic kind of treatment that we do, or we respect and conserve the architectural identities that reflect the socio-cultural identities of the prevailing areas in conservation areas across the country? We have to see that entire forum of architects gets together to work out, specific or region-based guidelines in conservation, especially in terms of mapping and its policies. And conservation in our planning areas, especially conservation zones, it's very important to understand the kind of concepts, the kind of readaptive usages that a place needs. Are we blindly following a commercial angle to it, or are we trying to respect the historic connections of the past? What should be proposed and what should not be proposed in terms of its land uses in conservation zone is the duty and the role of architects and planners to see that they get inserted into our conservation areas and zones. In our heritage areas, the biggest challenge today is the density. And this change in density is making, we as architects to relook at the mobility plans. How do vehicles move around in these areas with change in density? What is the mobility plan? Is there a provision of infrastructure in terms of parking requirements of these ground realities in heritage zones? So forums like this have to relook at how we can consider or review the current ground realities by analyzing the densities in terms of the kind of vehicular circulation that happens. As part of our strategies towards architecture conservation, what are the methods of construction techniques that we are following? Do we have any idea of the kind of processes, kind of construction technologies that were used in the past, or we are just falling prey for the pseudo approaches that happen on a commercial angle? In conservation, it's very important for us to relook at the kind of construction materials and methods and techniques that are being used. So through forums like this of architects, the role of architects could be very crucial in doing a research via institutes like this, in seeing that we make a difference in terms of its sustainability and resiliency of methodologies of construction techniques and preservation of architectural conservation in our heritage area. Let's get it right.